Здравейте, уважаеми зрители! Отново сте с Когиталност, всичко, което е. Днес ще ви представя много специален гост и също така да обявя, че Когиталност, всичко, което е, ще започва да излъчва предавания на английски язик, защото имаме почитатели и английско говорящи. Радвам се да ви запозная с една много специална личност, световно известна личност, която с нейните техники, с нейните учебници и нейното околосветско пътешествие ще ви представи друга част от когиталността. И това е нейната педагогия 3000. Здравей, hello Noemi. I'm so pleased and honored that you're our guest and you're here in London with us, especially to introduce your program. And to show people many ways and techniques to deal with children, because children are our future generation, and how to educate us, each one of us who have children, parents, teachers. So welcome, huge welcome, and tell us what's next.
What's next? Добро утро, can I say that?
Brilliant. It's so nice.
Thank you for the invitation, and thank you for opening everything for the children and education, and thank you to BBRTV, BBR Foundation, because it's teamwork. Everywhere around the world there is a lot of awaken, a lot of people like maybe they are tired of what they are doing, and they want to open things for the children, for the future, for their heart, and it's all now networking. So thank you so much for the invitation, and please, parents, teachers, or whoever is working with education, and wherever you are working, because education is all over the world, even when you say hi to somebody or you want to give a nice word or to reconfort a person, it's education. It's all about raising consciousness, so it's always education.
It's all about teamwork, as you said, because teamwork, do the dream work, all connection, networking, and tell us about the collective consciousness, because you're traveling around the world, and how you see things, and what's different now in humans' mind, the shifting in human
Yes, in general, all around the world there is much more concern, and people are much more careful about children education and what they want in general in their life. It's a big question. It's what am I doing? What's going on? What I can do to make things better? And realize we have the power. There is a very good, beautiful video from a girl, teacher Annan, and she said, with a teacher we can change the world. We have the power. And it's as always, re-empowering and reconnect oneself, and to know we can change things. We are not victims, and it's from the victim mood go to the we can do it mood. And in South America now it's a big movement everywhere, and with no politics involved, no religion involved, no spirituality as we were thinking before involved, just from the heart, from an inner connection, from something very genuine. And it's to recuperate a dream. You, for instance, you are watching me now, for instance, and you were always dreaming about a school or a kindergarten. And just remember your dream, and remember you always wanted to help or to love or to make children happy. And it's connect again with your own dream. And when you are in a teamwork, it's it gives you the strength, but of yourself,
yeah,
of your own dreams.
And just be it and express yourself freely without any judgment towards others, towards ourselves. And can you share with us how is it, because now these days is very big challenge, big problems with refugees. What's happening to refugee children?
The only experience I have is when I was at the border of Turkey and Syria, and the border of Lebanon and Syria. I was working only with children, and we had a program called Post-Trauma Tools with psychological and emotional issues, and to make sure the child, they would recover and be again, like on tracks and believe in life and himself and that things are possible. And what I saw is a tremendous response of the children. I always call them the children of the light, because in one session they would go, like they would not only do the routine, but they would go extremely fast. Like when we were taking the rate, like from 0 they would go to 10, or from 2 to 8, but they were always jumping forward. And what I can say with my little experience is, like, refugee children, they really deserve attention, have education, but more than education, they need emotional care. They need to reconnect with themselves, to believe again in life, and they are beautiful, just to have the light again in their eyes. So it's really emotional education first, a lot of movement, and then proceed to the regular education, but in this order.
To help them to to believe themselves again, because it's like the childhood is taken away because of their parents or relatives, or whatever decision is. They have no choices but follow their adults, their guardians, to go somewhere, and that's sad for them, but maybe it's enlightening.
Usually they are very mature. Like this kid, they will answer to you like adults almost. They are very fast. Yep.
And you're a founder of Pedagogy 3000. So inspiring, full with tools, techniques that help adults, children to educate children, to educate themselves, how to manage, how to cope with children. Can you tell more about it?
Yes, of course. In 2001, we started with Pedagogy 3000 in South America. And in 2008, with EMANE, which is a worldwide link for a new education, which is a network. So we did both, like to reinforce local initiatives, but make sure they are all linked and create a beautiful synergy with the countries. And with that, first we did a lot of research about the children nowadays, or the changes, and they are very different, like the mind, the way they process information, the connection with the heart, the vision, the quickness, the very accurate when we see or when they link things together, and very empathic, like with nature or with people, at least before they enter school. Not all the schools. I mean, there is a lot of improvement in school as well, but what we want is to preserve that and to make sure these children, they have the education they deserve. Maybe we already in many countries there is a lot of improvement in education. Like England now, it's a model for the other countries, but to do more and to connect all the level of development of the human being, from physical development, emotional issues, social issues, no-violent communication, peace culture, ecology, doing hands-on, to connect what you learn with what you do, be able to do without fear, be able to help the society and the planet, and an inner connection. We talk a lot about self-development. And of course, art and creativity. That would be the program.
Encourage children to express more themselves and let them be free of expressing.
Let them express. That's very important, through creativity, through art, through movie, videos, website, Facebook. There's many ways of expression, from painting a wall, or to do a huge mural, down to write poems, or to have their own social network. But let them express and listen to them. They have amazing things to share, especially the little ones. It's amazing.
Fantastic tools. And tell us about the 7 Petals program, because this is in England, they're encouraging in some way some of the petals, not all of them, but it's happening already here. And what is the 7 Petals for all the countries they can implement?
There is so much information about education nowadays, and there is 1 century of many pedagogues and many experience initiatives all around the world. And with Pedagogy 3000, we start to gather all that and to have the new experience as well. And it was 2 books. And then we did another book on scientific issues, the challenge with the children, with the doctors and pediatricians. And then it was so much information. And then 33 exercise books just with tools. So we end up like, it was too much. People were telling me, Noemi, this is too much information. So we like sum up. We gather all the information and make something more easy to follow. And we end up with 7 petals school, not as a model, but at least as something organized so we can follow, let's say, a scheme. But of course, everybody is completely free to do what they want inside of it. And on the contrary, we invite everybody to do on their own. But the 7 petals will be like 7 areas, 7 departments, completely complementary to each other. So we are sure the education is completely comprehensive, integral, holistic, if you want to say this word. And we are sure all the levels of development of the human being is taken care of.
And it doesn't matter how they're covered, but as long as they're covered this area of development, there will be success in every...
That's the idea. Ooh. And we saw it already, because in South America we started different schools, and usually volunteers or parents or even a teacher in the classroom, they start all the petals, and in less than 6 months they had results, like especially emotional issues, less bullying, social cooperation, trying more cooperative games, and the kids, they really like it, and the teachers finally are happy. We are very concerned about having teachers happy and with no stress and enjoying really what they do. So if you do an integral education and really do the 7 petals, it's automatic you will have results, and quite easily. This is a good news, at least.
Yes, and yesterday on the conference, I was very impressed of the exercise you gave, like how it shows that people were used to thinking flat, and now in this 3-dimension and 5th, 6th, 7-dimension consciousness in people, how we're used to thinking flat with this exercise.
Yeah, there is a shift in mentality, and actually it's very scientific. It's a shift from only thinking with your left brain and only rational. I was born in France and raised in France, so everything has to be logical and logical and logical. It's not enough. It's reconnect with the right brain and have creativity, intuition, solutions solving. To solve a problem, you need creativity. So it's a shift on very linear, like flat, or just bineal. Bineal will be like 1, 0 or 1, or black on white, like one or two. It's just 2 sides only. I don't know the word in English. But it's from this dual thinking to go to something with more possibilities. Is called lateral thinking, which is not new. Lateral thinking is 70 years old now. But it's, and to see things from above. Like, that's why we enter with multicultural issues, peace culture, to know how to solve any problem. Because when you have a problem, or even a war, or even bullying, it's because 2 things are fighting. Yeah. And we learn not to fight, but to find other solutions. C, D, E, and all that inside the school system. And from very little, from before 7 years old, I would always say from 0 to 7. And that's where a human being would have all these skills, and we will, in 2 generations, that the idea behind is really see big change in the society. It's not idealistic, it's something we can see day to day. It's real. Excellent. It's not a dream, just we have to do it. If you want to do a summary, just do it. That will be my 3 words summary. Because when we start doing, we learn, and we see the change, and we are encouraged to go on. But from another perspective, from listening, from more human, more from the heart, but as well very academic and very logical with yourself. What we always need is adults capable of being so coherent, I will say. Yeah. Like between what you say, what you think, what you feel, and the children, they catch it and they trust you, and you won't have problem in your classroom, because children will react to your own openness. You know what I mean? And that's why it's working.
That you practice it, and they learn through your practice, or teachers or parents, or the children learn through example.
If I can show an image, it's like you have the life of the children and of the society, and if you want to shock or to no, attack. If you want to be a barrier, you will have a lot of problems with the kids and the teenagers, because now they don't, I mean, you can't go like that. What you have to do is to go side to side, and we go together on a horizontal way, and it works so well. And so everybody is learning. But if you want like a fight of power, who is right, and who is going to give orders in this classroom, it will be like going to crash literally, and everybody feels miserable. The teacher feels miserable, the child, the parents, and the whole system actually. So now it's 7 petals, but as well a way of being so human and so listening to each other. So it's kind of a method. It's at least make sure we have integral education and make sure we do it from a point of view where everybody is going to learn. Do you want to know the petals?
Yes, tell us.
Because I'm talking about petals. Petals is romantic, but it's 7 areas. Areas in English? Areas. Department of development of the human being. And it's first a lot of action. Did you notice all the children, they have so much energy. The metabolism really is fast now. They eat less, sleep less, and they have more energy than the
in some schools, they call them special needs.
Special needs, they will say hyperactive, they will say deficit of attention, bipolar, social disorder, general disorder. Now they have all, but usually it's just, it's like
energy.
The problem is not really the children, it's the environment. If you give an active education with a lot of movement and a lot of sport and project, those children, they fly. And I saw it many times. For 80% of the children, that would be the solution. Give an active, very active education, which some places are giving already, and it's not new, but now we'll invite to do it more and to every age. And even universities, they need to move more. I mean, you can't listen and take notes during hours. This is not education, definitely. So that would be action and be active. The second would be fun learning. The third would be emotional issues and peace culture and no-violent communication, anything with relationship from very little. And the third is art and creativity, so we know how to solve and to have more creativity in anything, not only in art, in anything in your life. Then, of course, ecology. We need to take care of this planet and new kind of energy and be more aware of the need of where we live, which is our beloved planet.
Yes.
And then we need the 6th petal is about hands-on, about doing. Everything you learn, you have to know how to apply and do it, not to be afraid to do, and enjoy it. And it's good for self-esteem and not to be afraid of the future because you are knowledgeable in fixing things.
To express and knowledge.
And express and know if you know something is for the common good, is for your society, for the planet. So you have the notion of giving back, which is very important. And then you feel useful and you feel confident in yourself. So that's why we have like very balanced kids and teenagers, like they trust themselves and they are like not in crisis, like, oh, I'm not good, oh, I want to commit suicide. No, we want...
missing their confidence, and usually this is born in the childhood.
Yeah, they pass down to the children the lack of confidence, and this is exactly this area is to cope with this and to reverse the situation. And the last one is, of course, inner development, know myself, to have non-stress techniques, to have nice, to be very confident inside, but from your own strengths. And you will have personal growth tools and know about all your inner development. This is a plan.
This is a fantastic plan, and that's the aim. Many schools in the planet to apply all these schools. And I know already you introduced this program in many countries. And where is already schools applying this program?
We have in Uruguay, Argentina, Chile, already with results, and yes, with parents and with teachers, they get together and they did it. Then on paper we signed with Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, Bolivia, Lebanon, Portugal, Spain, and Italy. We have one. It's already open, and Turkey is on paper,
Okay.
but yes,
What about Bulgaria?
Bulgaria, we can do one
Yes.
with you,
We can.
with you.
Yes.
Yes,
And
definitely. I
love
went
the
twice
sound.
over there, and I really liked Bulgaria. So definitely,
Yes,
Of course.
and together we can do it definitely. And your last words for the our audience who are watching us.
please relax. Just we do it from here, go down to here, and be open. Things, very nice things is happening, and it's up to us. It's not nothing, and nobody is going to go from outside to help or to tell us what to do, but just to trust ourselves. We can do it, definitely.
Thank you very much for coming to London and being my guest on the Cogitality Everything That Is. And next year we will see you again.
Definitely, or maybe before, and we will do many schools and many really help deeply the children, the babies, and those who come. It's like our duty. The children, they deserve the best, and we have to do it. We have to really open this for them. It's like a promise we made to them, and we just have to do it.
True. Thank you.
Thank you, with the help of everybody, because we're all involved. And thank you to spread all that. The wonderful job.
Thanks. Това беше от нас за днес с Когиталите всичко, което е, и прекрасната Ноеми Паймаел.